we're back again with more Dungeons and Dragons, D&D, following the Dawnforged company as they figure out what to do with this demonic estate that they've, I wouldn't say inherited, reclaimed from the demon Menelaus,
occupied,
and now have signed over to Mesnos, their traveling companion since level 1. Come to think of it. But they have to figure out what exactly they want to do with this this estate and try to figure out where they want to go from here and what they want to do at this point. So this is going to be kind of we'll see what happens, I guess, you know. With Selazat, the liquid metal Felicag covered demon who's permanently burning, taking over half of the estate that used to be hers.
Hey, bitch, we get
it. I could, yeah. And with the Oosternick family also there's a meeting scheduled with the leader of the Oosternick family, who they were sworn, who Zephyr swore her allegiance to and became part of the Oosternick family, in order to have them do a kind of like an assault on the outside of the gates, so that way, hey, there we go. Did we start? God damn it! You made me say it. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. 22 months. Got it.
You got you baited, bro. You got you baited.
Winnovating. God damn it. All right. Where the hell was I? Oh yeah. The deal with the Oosternick family that they was made to basically have them distract and assault the outside of the estate while they infiltrated, going through first the salt waterfall and then through the museum, the kind of menagerie of captured things in there as well. They've Woot! Thank you, Ballcat, for the 21 months of tier 2. Damn, dude. We've been playing this game for a while, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
All right. So, with that, you've given the instructions to these two not griffins. They're sphinxes. Yeah, so they were to release. There was going to be talks of who to release and who to do what with in the menagerie. As soon as you guys got a long rest, you guys set up the tower and then set up the tent inside of the tower and then started taking y'all's long rests. And I believe we had rotating shifts and it come to the end of that.
Nope.
And nope, we were still rotating shifts. Was that what it is?
In the middle of it, me and Mesnos are going to talk to Selazat.
That's right. Oh yeah, that's right. We split the party.
Splitting the party in the abyss.
Oh,
Well, half of us are asleep.
All right. Are you leaving anybody on watch?
Yeah, I believe it was somebody was on watch. It was what's his name?
Sento?
Yes.
Sento? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
And
So
agreed to alert people inside if we're not back after a certain amount of time.
how much time should he wait till alert?
I would say. Do I know how far it is?
It's a large estate. It's probably going to take you 20 minutes to get to the other side.
An hour.
Okay. All right. So you guys leave Sento as he gives you a final nod walking through, and he's like, and he's like, you know, I have one thing that we need to discuss pretty soon. Is the job I originally signed up for is done, so there might be extra from here.
The ice cream truck is here. Do you want anything? We're getting shaved ice.
Yeah, that's good. Whatever looks good. Since I don't know what they have.
I don't know what they have either.
Just give me something good. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Anything chocolate?
Huh?
Anything chocolate, like a chocolate bar?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Sorry, the ice cream truck is outside, and my wife was like, the ice cream truck. Oh, hey. Thank you for the follow for Gathers. Welcome to the channel. Now, so the ice cream truck, you gotta, of course. All right. So he's, There's going to be something which we need to discuss soon. Is the fact that, well, the jobs that I was hired for is the job that I was hired for is now over, and anything continuing, we need to discuss pricing on soon. Tonight I will throw in for free because I need the rest as well.
That's exactly what I was thinking, because we all need to rest, and once we're done resting, I mean, I don't know about the rest of the group, but I'm pretty sure that they'll be cool with saying goodbye.
I think so as well, but just wanted to tell somebody while I was thinking of it.
Okay.
Anyway, 1 hour, we will come and save you if you need it.
Alrighty. I look over at Mesnos. I'm like, you ready for this?
Yes, let's get this ready and done.
Good, I want to sleep.
Me too.
It's just pissing me off.
So you guys head out. The Sphinx are both staying. They're both waiting for you at the just like kind of right outside as you head in, and then so you guys mount up. Hold on 1 second. Huh?
Walter, I'm with you.
Yeah. He was just here a second ago.
Was he? I just didn't want to lock him up in the laundry.
Okay.
Because it's making horrible sounds.
Okay. All right. So you guys. Good God. All right.
There's a lot of smoke here.
There's a lot of
So
smoke
everybody
here.
knows there's a lot of smoke.
Very
bad.
So yeah, you guys, get onto the Sphinx, and they start ferrying you across the outside to the salt river that leads up to it. Good God. As it goes out, it comes into like this gigantic kind of meeting hall where you can see where like Menelaus would usually, and actually your father before him, would greet guests and hold gatherings and things like that.
There's an extra one.
I don't know. This one's still called alcohol. Jesus Christ. If they have beer, give me a beer.
The ice cream truck's not gonna have beer.
Oh, no, okay. All right, so then it opens up into this huge hall where you'd see like normally gatherings, kind of like the part of the estate where a lord would greet any visitors and things like that. Weirdly enough, there's like a meeting throne, and you do see that there's a desk there as well, where you can see that there's probably signings and papers and things like that. You guys continue to fly over across it. There's a significant portion you fly over is it's like a kind of like a hedge maze almost inside the estate, but you see there are things moving inside of it, and you occasionally hear a scream as you're flying over, as the hedge kind of rumbles, and you hear a crunching noise. And then screaming, crunching noise, silence. And then outside, you see there where there used to be the border of the estate, where you remember the edge of your family estate being after that. And you kind of, as the flight continues, you hear there are sounds of it sounds like scuffles, not full battle, but occasionally like fights in certain corridors and things as you pass through. Flowing into the other estate, you see that it's much more fragmented. It's a bunch of smaller buildings of things. You recognize something that looking kind of like a stables. You see that there's small, what appear to be almost, they look like churches almost. It's kind of a strange thing. And then this has basically been turned. You can tell this part of the estate has been turned into kind of more utility. Like this is where you kind of like the back half of the estate where you don't normally take visitors and things like that. It's overgrown. It's unkempt. It's not taken care of as well as the other starts. The more polished stuff that you've been through on your family side of things. As you continue, you see on top of one of the churches there is metal. You can see Selazat's just sitting at the top, metal flowing over the melted Felicag, kind of almost completely over the building, as her burning form, much smaller, on top is standing and then screaming out at things. You see, as you fly over, there are tiny pieces of Selazat. She's clearly broken herself off into small pieces that are running around and have formed a line on the estate. and they're all kind of defending it. You see the arms turned into bucklers and whips, all kind of waiting and burning. You see, at that point, you look over, and as you see Selazat, behind her, there appears to be a large figure that, as you look over, disappears, and you see Selazat's form, that going from this liquid metal, you see the Felicad kind of pour off, and you see underneath it this light pale, opalescent skinned demoness she's got horns that come backwards out of the back of her head, that come back and kind of like twist together in a helix spiral. She has 6 fingers, as do many in this realm, especially among the higher rankings, and she is wearing it looks like to be silk, but as you get closer you can see it is this kind of silk embroidered with Felicad kind of dress that the Felicad seems to be flowing up and over her shoulder and then down her back in this kind of like cape that behind her, as she kind of sits, and then for the first time in a long time you can tell the burning has retreated from her form. As you
So we
arrive,
just bypass it.
more than likely.
Okay, so we arrive and
So as you arrive down, you kind of see there's she's currently on top of this one building, and as you arrive, she reaches a finger down and she touches the kind of seat that she's been sitting on, and as she does, the metal that's surrounding this structure forms stairs for you to walk up.
okay, so walk up the stairs.
She gives you a small nod. Are you here to
Grab
clean?
on taking back your Hey, there you go. What'd she say?
She was starting to speak. She's like, so were you coming here to fight, to claim? Only the 2 of you will not be enough.
Oh, I know that, and I'm quite done, and it looks like you're quite relieved because you've reclaimed your estate. Congratulations. We're not here to take it back.
Excellent.
We're here to tell you not to kill anybody and to let people who want to retreat.
Well, I suppose I can do that.
That's all. And then leave our estate alone.
Now we're clear. I've set all of my used to be self on the borders of this place. That is the borders I will claim as to our arrangement.
Okay, so I saw her as we were flying over. I saw the border, yeah?
Yeah.
Was it appropriate, or was she going into Niefstedt territory?
From what you could remember, you know what, make a history check, actually, because this would be hard for someone as young as you were to remember.
However, Mesnos is with her.
Yeah.
Mesnos is with me. So.
So Mesnos would know that, yeah, it was really close, almost exact on the border.
Okay, so he would be the one telling me that.
Mesnos kind of whispers at that point, like, it is very close without going out with, like, a prospector's tools. I would say this would be acceptable.
Yeah, that sounds good. So is that.
Good. In that case, I will congratulate you on reclaiming your estate as well. Now, I would be not alone. I will be having some sort of celebration. Shall I invite you, or would the invitation be a waste?
Get down have heroin at the party.
checks.
What did you say? Sorry, I couldn't make it out.
Can I get an insight check on her? Just to
Absolutely.
see if she's planning or scheming.
Go ahead and roll an insight check. 17.
He's planning to scheme later on, but right now.
There is the way that she asked. Normally, if there is something kind of going on. You're not sure exactly what it is, but like, if you invite somebody to something, you usually just invite them. The way that she's set it up is almost like ready to take offense, almost. Like, it's with the wording and everything, there's definitely something else going on here.
It would not be wasted. I think this is a joyous occasion for both of us, considering that he's dead and we both have our rightful place back. However, I'm not sure how long my party plans to stay.
Very well, then. The invitation is extended sometime in the next 2 days. I will let you know, or send a messenger at the exact time. Yeah, hopefully you will be still here to enjoy the celebrations.
That would be very appreciated.
Excellent.
Thank you for the generosity.
And, of course, thank you for helping me return and not fighting me on this. I've had quite enough fighting for just a small amount of time. Now, were there any other things to attend to?
Not at all. This is your estate now. Do as you wish with it.
Excellent. Now, I had servants at some point. Would you mind if I sent over a list for them to be returned, in case they are still in your employ?
Yes, I will take the list and
I will send a
an eye out.
messenger, as I will look to see who still remain, and you will receive it shortly.
Okay.
Perfect. She just nods, and then the stairs once again form. If that is all, then.
That is all.
And then so you make your way back down the stairs, up onto the not griffins, but sphinxes. And, and you start the flight back. Can I get a perception check from Sento?
Sure can. Boo. 24.
Perfect. So, keep an eye on everything for his watch. The eye moves occasionally. It's really weird. The demon corpses of the smaller demons and everything are starting to evaporate into nothingness. And other than that, he doesn't really notice much of anything else. Thank you, Molly Canhas, the moderator of Might, for banning those malicious ass bots. Keep them out of here.
Ass. People ask me what kind of bot I am.
You an ass bot or never mind?
That's how Ty got banned.
One of many ways. Alright, so
Gonna happen eventually.
I mean, it's only a matter of time. Alright.
Both.
Alright, so you make your way back over, and again you hear there's like rustling, and clearly something's running around in this hedge maze as you hear another crunching sound as and then, you know,
Do I see anything in there?
it's impossibly dense to see into. It's like overgrown. You can see only like the barest outline of what should be a maze, but the top is overgrown so much that you just see like glimpsing shadows running beneath.
Okay. Alright, so going back and I'm getting some damn sleep.
Okay, so you fly all the way back. You're dropped off as the bull sphinx body you, and you head back. And Sento, he's at the door, kind of looking at him. Nothing I could see, but you know that does not mean much here. But I think we are okay for now. I'll continue the watch until someone else's turn.
Alright.
Now, do you want me to tell the others of this, or do you want me to kind of keep this between us?
I can tell them in the morning.
That was very well then.
Well, no, you know what? It would be more pragmatic to tell them whoever
Alright.
wakes up next, because I don't trust her.
Very well.
Salazar is still a demon.
Well, alright then. In that case, I will wish you sleep well, and we will see you in the morning.
Alright.
And so Centaur continues his watch. Who was up next for guard duty? Guard
Silgrim
duty.
was gonna wander up.
Perfect. Perception check. 22. Yeah, no. Everything kind of continues quietly.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Everything just continues. I mean,
Yep. Who's
I don't
next?
know. Yeah. We've had
I'm
3
asleep.
watches. We usually do 4, so everybody gets a good sleep.
Who's taking the next watch?
Ooze is already gone. It's a Cento.
I've gone.
Oh, that's all four?
You didn't do a watch.
Yeah, I did the first watch. That's
Oh, then
not-
we're at 4. It's fine.
Ba-ba-da-ba,
All right then.
maybe.
Nailed it.
Go and mark your long rests.
I was like in the middle of a bite of ice cream, like, oh yeah, it's crazy, huh? Can't even defend himself. He's so full of ice cream.
Leave me alone. All right. You're all waking
I
up,
know
milling
when
about.
someone's got ice cream.
Ah, now I gotta go get ice cream.
All right. So as you guys kind of wake up and are just getting ready for the day, your usual breakfasts and things are being served. What do we want to do from here?
Does blood scale get up normally? And if so, is he still poisoned?
Wakes up normally. You do not recover a point from your exhaustion, and you are still poisoned.
All right, so still fucked. All right, cool.
Hang on one second. I'm still rearranging my spells.
You had an odd
Yeah, I should do.
sleepless night where, you know, when you go to sleep and you wake up, you feel like you got hit by a train and you don't feel any better for having slept.
Sounds about right.
You had one of
For
those
this boy,
nights.
anyways.
Thursdays.
What a concept. Do you guys want to talk to each other at all?
So, what do you do?
I will talk. I'm just like,
What do you do the day after you've taken over a pit in hell? Like, do we leave? Do we just leave?
Apparently,
Not
you feel like
causing
shit.
Sort
Ugh.
of vacuum.
so, something interesting happened last night.
Oh, nice.
That came back and claimed her old estate and territory back.
What does that mean?
Well, she was attacking things, and me and Mesnos went over there and told her, hey, look, we're not fighting you, it's yours. She's back in her original body, but she can still control the steel.
That's interesting.
Yeah, she can still make multiples of herself, but she's in her original body. It doesn't look like she's suffering like she was.
Mesnos, do you think she'll attack later, or do you think this is like a genuine peace that'll hold?
Oh no, she invited us to a formal gathering in the next 2 days.
She
called it a Lord.
celebration.
Alright. Well, I mean, you know more about this than I do, but it seems like that might not be the, best idea. Like, if I wanted to get rid of a bunch of people who just came into power, as I came into power, it seems like getting them all in one place and poisoning the lot wouldn't be out of the question.
Or just stabbing them in the back.
Yeah, are we worried about this? Is this something? Again, everyone around. I haven't been here long, so.
I didn't want to insult her because I got the impression that she was kind of ready to be offended. And like, I thought maybe that might be an excuse to fight. So
Oh, damned if you do,
said-
damned if you don't.
I said, we will gladly accept the invitation, but I'm not sure how long my party and I are going to stay.
I would like to remind everyone there is a hobgoblin army currently marching towards the Eyrie, and the Eyrie doesn't
that's
know they're
true.
friendly, and
Yeah,
Fobator is
we
actively
sent
attacking.
the birds.
We sent the. Yes, I love Maverick,
That's
but
good.
he's a bird, and I know how that sounds coming from me.
We also sent the owl. It's fine.
Oh
Oh.
yes, Thaddeus. No,
No, Percival.
first of all.
That is T Venture.
Everyone
Quick
calls me
aside,
Rusty.
would I get the idea that would me and Mesnos get the idea that time moves differently in the Abyss than it does in the Prime Material?
Absolutely.
It absolutely does.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so just so
In
you
which
guys know,
way?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
that's an
changes.
important distinction.
Oh, it
Just-
changes. Great.
Yeah, just so you guys know, time functions differently here than it does in the Prime Material plane.
Also, just so you guys know, when I was banished, I ended up back at the fucking Hobgoblin camp, except they had started moving.
That seems bad.
It started moving.
They were-
No, they were gone.
Oh,
I did see the smoke and whatnot off in the horizon.
towards the Eyrie.
Yeah,
Like fires,
But-
right?
I think Zilgret will be more than happy to confirm that his boss probably understands and is not gonna be a giant dick about things.
I mean, it's been a while. Is he still of the mind? They don't bend the knee, then be forced into.
No,
servitude?
we talked to him before that, and we discussed the whole concept of allies, and that they would be allies and not.
No. The last you
Slaves?
told you told him that the allies would actually be a strength as opposed to a hindrance to his cause. He believes himself the greatest general who has ever lived, and he might be right. But he is worried more about insubordination or cowardice amongst the others. That's why he was determined to take them over and put a hobgoblin in charge of every aspect of this war. You had convinced him that by reminding him of his blind spots when he was taken advantage of by the Queen of Air and Darkness, that there are things that he does not see, and that there are things that others will. And in this kind of war, you convinced him that it was in his best interest to have allies instead of
Remember when I
subordinates.
shook his fiery hand with my red arm, and it like did nothing, and he was like, "Oh damn," like, "Ah, blind spot."
I remember now. I remember.
So
I think we're okay.
time today, Ooze.
Huh.
Well,
What?
first of all, everybody, we have a meeting with Ustranik. What time was that? When was that? Midday, end of day?
It was just for today. You're not sure when he's going to arrive.
Ustranik is going to be arriving at some point, but until then, guess what we get to do, Ooze? Your favorite thing.
Steel ship?
We're gonna steal
mean-
shit, and you're not
I mean,
stealing shit because I'm telling you, I'm going to
reappropriate.
loot my house.
Reappropriate.
Ah,
Redistribute the wealth.
to freely loot and claim it as our own. Ah, I'm so happy.
Can I get?
I open the nearest drawer and look
I'm
at
gonna
it.
go and put it to death.
Do you have anything that makes people not feel like utter trash?
Hang on.
Is there anything in the
Greater
drawer?
restoration. I am going to cast.
Greater restoration. Perfect. Okay.
I was saving that. For him.
Do-do-do-do-do.
That's why I needed to update
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
myself. I knew there was a reason I was updating.
So, you remove 1 level of exhaustion,
Yay.
and still poisoned.
Oh.
Do I have
Do
an
I have something
antidote?
for that?
Doesn't a healing spirit or something help with poison? Or
Okay,
Not-
I have an idea. So
What's in the drawer?
I can stab him with my dagger of venom. We'll give him a minor poison. And then when that wears off, the other one will wear off too.
Why would that happen?
No, this is a condition. It's not that. I have a meta question.
Yeah.
Is Ooze part cleric or part paladin?
Cleric.
Okay, that sucks.
No
Yeah, I
lay
don't have
on
anything
hands
for
out of this.
poison. No.
I tried.
Although, let me see.
Although
one
a
of your
lesser restoration
companions-
would probably do it.
Oh, does Cento have something? Check Centos.
Oh.
I feel like he had something.
Yes, you have a war cleric with you.
No.
Ah! I do have it. Hey,
Or Zilgert can cast it right now.
I
I was gonna say
Zilgert, right?
Zilgrid should, yeah. And I mean that's what I would do because I even think he had it. There it is, lesser restoration. He even had it
okay.
prepared. So, perfect. So yeah, as he does, you see as the poison wears off, it feels really weird. Like you feel like almost like you're gonna choke on this poison. It collects up, and you guys watch as blood scales, blackened scales, kind of seep back to this gold, and then just he coughs up this cloud of black smoke, and it kind of like. Let's see. Anybody close?
No, I'm polite. The moment I felt like coughing, I would have like fuck and ran into like a corner.
Okay. Well, anybody close can see like the coughed up black. It's almost like this like inky cloud that like dissipates into the air, and then you see he's just ruined. You feel much better after that. Like, feel also like kind of clear headed for the first time since you were poisoned like this.
So now I only feel like ass instead of balls, but that's an improvement.
Exactly.
Ugh.
how many levels of exhaustion do you have?
Dose?
1, 2,
Well, you got rid
No,
of
because I didn't sleep.
rid of
Because
two.
I did not sleep.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I meant to. That's what.
So can I cast Greater Restoration again?
Don't do this. And Bloodscale just pulls wings out of the fucking bag of holding,
Wait, like chicken wings?
like angel wings from the angel we have.
Oh yeah, we gotta do that.
Buffalo
No,
wings?
Restoration doesn't do that. Regenerate does.
Yeah.
So I can cast another.
How about we wait until we're sure that we don't need you to be able to fire spells off?
Also,
But
the
at the
angel
same
might be
time-
able to heal him, like with his wings. Like, who knows? Maybe, who knows? That'll give him some sort of recharge or something.
All right. So
Or he's a big fighty angel, but that's fine too in case there's a big fight.
I call him forward and I'm like, all right, come here. We're gonna fix your wings. Hell might.
Hell, mate.
Hold on. Apologize to fucking Uza one more time.
I'm sorry, Uza. I did not mean to strike you down.
You're good, man. I can't wait to fly with you. It's stupid fun.
That's all I wanted. Good enough for me.
I have missed it as well.
So I sit him down and I grab both the wings and I start casting Regenerate.
Perfect.
And
I believe with the parts, it just takes instantly.
yep.
Yep. You guys watch as the wings all of a sudden like kind of tethered onto his back, and you see the like tendons almost kind of like reach out to each other and pull the wings back on together, and just you hear this kind of weird as the bones knit instantly. It's just like, and then he kind of looks and he kind of starts to flex as you see the wings pull down and then stretch all the way out. It's this massive wingspan, and pulls it back in, and you see he kind of like cracks his neck, and let's see, with his wings realigned, let me pull it up here.
Feeling the power of Helm again?
He kind of smiles.
I do feel much closer. Reunited almost.
And he kind of like, just kind of sits for a second. He looks to you. Thank you very much. This has been something I've wanted for a long while.
I know what it's like not to have them. I wouldn't wish that on anybody else.
You see, he pulls his blade off of his back, and then he tosses it to the side. And as you see, he looks at his hand and focuses. You see this spear made of light, and you see again a smile come across his face as this, and he kind of spins it in his hand and spins it back like this. I've missed.
I'm gonna go get that sword, put it in the bag.
Okay, Marga, greatsword in the bag. You can put Fallen Angel's greatsword.
We could also, and I look over at Sento. We should also say goodbye to Sento.
I believe this is the end of the job. This was what I was contracted for. May your plundering and gathering of precious things go well for you. And he kind of looks over at Uza. Before I go, there's one thing I would ask of you. And he pulls out all of these. It's just a bunch of like small knickknacks and stuff. Like you can see he's been. There's been some of them are little things that he's like woven together that look like just kind of it's a rough semblance of each of you, and they look like basically you only made out of string and yarn. And then he hands each of you one. He's like, if you would, if you could concentrate on something that I helped you with, or some moment that we shared, and concentrate as hard as you can into these trinkets, that these are what help me to continue. The memories of jobs well done, they are literally what feeds me. I would be nothing without them.
I don't know what.
That is cool and creepy at the same time.
He's
I want to know so bad. I look at Mesnos. I'm like, do you know what that means? Like, what he is?
He is a psychic vampire. In order to sustain himself, he must consume the memories or energy of others. Instead of, like most vampires, taking, he is asking us to give them. You will not lose anything. It's just the life energy and the memory of it. The positive energy that you put into it is what will feed him. I suspect, and he looks to, I suspect many are of the same in your order. That is correct. There's one way to continue to do good in this world, and that is when people say that they are sustained by the good in the world, there are a lot of them that are. We take it a little more seriously in the Flynn Order.
All right, so happy thoughts. Gonna fly. Gonna go real far. With the happy thoughts.
Are you Peter Panning him?
I'm
Yes, she is.
Just- you could make it, Sento.
Perfect. So, is everybody channeling their memories? Okay.
I'm gonna pull him aside for 5 minutes.
we gonna roll for success on that.
No, they're specially designed. They're basically memory catchers.
So Bloodscale's trying. I'm just not sure it's working.
Give him a bit of guidance.
Well, with brain damage at the moment.
So you said you wanted to pull Sento aside?
Yes.
Okay. He does, and I suspect there's something you have questions.
A job, actually.
Okay.
I need you to find someone.
All right.
I don't know their name. I don't know what they look like. I know their moniker,
All right.
and I know their profession. Well, not their profession, their calling.
All right. Well, I will see what I can do. What is? Describe this to me.
There's someone called the Whisper.
The
They
Whisper.
are connected to a Kadi. Their whole deal is staying in the shadows and influencing things in the benefit of for Akati without really invoking her name. But I need to find them and I need to talk to them.
All right. Do you know where they might be by any chance?
I have absolutely zero idea where they might be.
This seems all right. And okay, this is something that I mean, it will. Cannot guarantee success. Sorry. Go ahead.
Obviously, I'm 90% sure they're gonna be in Arakokra,
All right.
but I can't guarantee that. They might be. It might be Kenku.
Are there any left in the world?
I don't know. We all were at some point, and I just, can't say for sure about a person that I don't know.
More than fair. Yes, I suppose this is something that I could do for you. Is there any way to identify them that you would know of?
Oh, yes, I believe so. One second, I'm looking through my notes right now.
Sure,
I should have
no
prepared for this better.
No worries.
While he's looking, I have a meta question.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Did Sento give me anything to contact his boss, or did the boss tell me of a way to contact him?
He gave you a gold coin that you can use to contact.
Sweet! I don't think I wrote that down, so I need to write that down.
Perfect. And then sounded like somebody else had something.
Jester's healed. Oh my god, about something.
Oh no, Ripley was drinking branch.
Oh my
I just
god.
looked over and he had his face stuffed in it.
Okay.
So yeah, I was surprised. So I yelled and I was like, "Ow!"
I also have a thing for Mesnos when this is done.
Okay.
I don't have any other notes on that, but they may or may not answer to being a worshiper of Akati, but they might know the name Ulhar as well.
Ulhar. All right. And why would do you know who Ulhar is?
How do I say in a not weird way? He's my god's boy toy? That's a dragon. I don't want to call him dad because he's not.
See,
Well,
it's
you
not
never
your
But he's
can
kind
call
of
him
cool.
Father.
Okay.
He let me have a beer one time. It was pretty neat.
Thank you.
All right, and then
I'm happy, Father.
have you also thought of the offer to join the order? Could you get this job much cheaper? Since I know you're probably a little light on coin.
A little bit, which was gonna go into my second part of a down payment with a barter,
Alright.
and coin and barter.
Sure.
Don't worry there. I can't.
All right.
I really appreciate the offer, but being part of the Flynn Order, I think, would restrict me in ways that I don't think I'm meant to be, at least not yet.
I understand this.
The main theme to the fucking Dawnforged song is just lightly played by my finger rings.
Yeah. You just that's funny.
Just
Okay.
lightly bored by Sarah, just strumming.
Are
Perfect.
you sure I signed a do not compete clause?
Exclusivity deal.
Yes, exactly.
I'm an independent contractor, but I get treated like I'm a full-time employee, but without the benefits. Yeah, like wrestling.
Oh, we're not that bad.
You're right, we
Bleed a
got
lot from this
benefits.
group.
Well, if you make it through, then we can still maybe if our paths do cross one day.
the offer will probably still stand depending on what the future holds.
Probably.
Fair.
Fucking
Are you mostly stationed down here, I'm guessing?
No, I hate this place. There was specifically
Oh.
no. I was chosen to be the one to be an emissary to the Dawnforged company, as well as
why?
hired.
Can I ask why specifically you?
Well, the one in charge of the Flynn Order was quite insistent that one of our best go. She was.
I'm sorry, that got so digital I couldn't understand any of that.
Oh, so the one in charge of the Flynn Order was very insistent that one of our best be sent to help deal with this. They have a certain interest in, well, one of you specifically, but most of you not dying.
Which
Is
one
Bloodscale hearing this?
specifically?
I don't know. How far did you go to a one-on-one room to talk about this?
I would have pulled him aside to have this.
Okay,
solo
that's fine.
conversation.
Yeah, two rogues talking really hard to overhear without trying.
I don't know if they're doing it in the open or not.
That's true. And then so like, well, there was a few things. I did get something that I didn't end up using. You bought it, you can have it. And he kind of he holds out a vial to you.
Oh.
This is Kirsten's Ooze. And as you look at it, it's like this opalescent kind of like goo. And as you kind of look at it, it kind of like shifts and moves, and then kind of like almost slaps against closer to you, and then falls away. Like, it's well, it is it's an ooze that you can attune to. It'll make you resistant to poison and acid damage, which I should have used in that fucking fight. Didn't have the hands quick enough to do, though. You're also... the most interesting thing about it is you can become amorphous. Your body can assume the qualities of an ooze, so you can squeeze through things even as small as 1 inch wide. You can go through once per day at least. And then you can also spit acid in a 30-foot line that is 5 foot wide, doing 8d8 acid damage.
Spit acid.
Spit
Whoa.
acid.
Whoa.
The only thing is...
should have read more of his inventory.
Yeah. The only thing is, you will have to... it seems like you don't have any problems with curses, so if you want to unattune from it, you have to end the curse that's on you, because if you die while using it, you turn into a black pudding.
That's terrifying.
That's the reason I didn't just use it willy-nilly, but I think you could
What's
find
it
a
like
use
to be
for it.
a black pudding?
We're
Well,
not there.
Damn it.
yeah, specifically a black pudding allied with the Delkir, so like it's you turn just to you lose your brain.
Oh, bummer.
That's not... Well, thank you. I
Of
will
course, yeah.
concentrate really hard on whether I want to use it. That's quite the butt at the end of it.
You know. Like I said, though, you don't seem to have
Um,
too big of a problem with curses around here.
No, I mean, I've got my golden arm that I can't take off without my druid's help, but that's something different. Just use them at the same time, I guess. So, the payment
Yes,
for the Whisper.
sure. How are we doing
Um,
this?
How much is that going to cost? I don't need them brought to me. I just need them found. I know that's probably the harder part.
Well, that's... It all depends, because with the limited information, there's going to be a lot of study and a lot of scouting. This job is not an easy one that you've set for us. Now, what were you thinking when it came to payment?
Well, I have 20 platinum pieces
All
as a
right,
down payment.
sure.
And then an additional 500 gold when I have the information.
So 700 gold total to find a complete stranger you do not know the name of.
And a dagger of poison.
We have those. We have lots of those. Do not. No, the dagger.
Guy
is
just
not-
trying to sell his silverware to the restaurant.
Okay. All right. I've never done that kind of work, so I don't
Sure.
I don't know what the kind of cost is. I mean, we for 3 times that amount, you help us take down a demon lord. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? I will check with the boss, but I believe why not? We'll do this.
thank you, Sento. And
And
if it gets pushed back, I mean, let me know. It's
we'll
not to
be in
reveal my
contact.
hand or anything, because I've never really negotiated before. It's weird. I kind of really need this done.
That's okay. I have a feeling that once I say the name Ulhar, and that they know that Ulhar is involved in this, this will help your cause.
Oh, they know Ulhar.
You don't know who my boss is, do you?
No.
That's probably for
don't.
the best. All right. Yes, I will mention that all of these things. This should not be a problem.
Okay. Awesome. Wait. Mike knows who his boss is. Does Ooze?
I don't know. Did anybody tell
Think-
Uza?
Did
That was
Uza figure it out?
Apparently not.
Nobody asked.
Can you roll to see if Uza
I
would
said
figure it
out
out?
I said out loud when I was talking to Sento earlier, hey, I met your boss.
Oh yeah, that's
So, I mean-
right.
All somebody has to do is ask and be like, oh yeah, no, it's dragon, man.
Yeah, it's cause fuck it.
But nobody's
That's,
asked yet, so no, he doesn't know.
Yeah, I think Uza just thinks the gold dragon works for the Flynn Order. He has no idea the complexity
way
of
around.
this cape of that. Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
I mean, technically, they all work for the Flint.
Turns out, Gold Dragon is Flynn.
Oh shit. Well, I will hand
The Gold
him
Dragon owns an
20,
arcade.
20 platinum.
Perfect. We'll mark off your 20 platinum.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you.
Add
All
these
right.
notes in here with big bold letters so I don't forget. And I am broke.
Broke his joke. All right.
get you some more money.
So he, with that, you guys re-enter the room where I assume everybody else has been concentrating on, and he collects the trinkets.
Does he actually get anything from Bloodscale's stupid brain?
He does. Yeah, these, like I said, these are specialized. Like, it's not a very hard thing to get something out of. Like, all right, and then perfect. All right, so what are we doing after? Oh, well, actually, with that, he kind of goes through and he gives each of you like shakes your hand and gives you a nod. All right then. Well, with that, my job here is done, and
Bloodscale will give him a little wink too. Just, you know, I know your boss.
he winks back. And with that, I will make my way out of the abyss. Tell the I
lean
assume
over
the
to Zephyr and I go, do you think Bloodscale fancied that guy? Weird energy there, right?
perfect. And then so he nods and he's like, the guards, they'll know not to attack me, right? We've gone over this. They won't see me anyway. And then he makes his way outside of the tent.
Guidance.
All right, good. Let's see.
I was gonna yoink Mesnos and have him look at something.
I'm just gonna start casually looting the house.
Hey, I'll go with.
Okay, so, all right.
Samesies.
We'll start with yoinking Mesnos. What do you want to say to Mesnos?
I'm not doing this super secretly, just so everybody
Oh,
knows.
okay.
Okay.
Yes.
I just take my hand in the bear cloak, and then I reach in the bag and I pull out the stupid black dragon mask. And I go, don't touch this. Look at it. Don't touch it.
Okay. You want me to cast Identify?
Pretty much.
Alrighty. So the black dragon mask. Oh, hold on.
Is cursed to shit.
Didn't we have a
second.
bunch of stuff in the bag of holding? Or didn't we put a couple things in there to
Yeah,
get
we
it
did.
identified? Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that later after we loot and not have to worry about Zephyr's new dad.
So he's like,
Yeah.
so it's not gonna hurt you to touch it. It appears that it requires attunement, and it will adjust itself to the face of whoever's it attuned to. While wearing this, you can have damage resistance to acid, and if you already have resistance, you gain an immunity to acid damage. If you already have an immunity from acid damage, you regain hit points equal to half of any acid damage you're dealt. While wearing no armor and having this on, you can add your charisma bonus to your armor class. If you have a breath weapon that requires a recharge, it regains a charge on a roll of 6. You regain dark vision within 60 feet, and an additional 60 feet of dark vision if you already have that sense. Once per day, you can gain blind sight out to 30 feet for 5 minutes. You can speak Draconic and have advantage on any charisma check you make against black dragons. And you gain 1 legendary resistance a day. You can also
and is
breathe
this thing
underwater.
cursed to shit?
He looks at it and he's... No.
What? That's a lot. That's like a lot. I'm gonna need a DM to give me a sheet.
I'm going.
So I start rousing everybody. Like, all right, everybody, let's get excited. We're gonna get some loot.
Loot day.
Ty, I can't find Kirsten's Ooze's inventory.
You don't see it on. It should be in D&D Beyond.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I mean, it's in Centos.
Are you spelling it correctly?
But I can't find it. Yeah, it's like Kyrrzin.
Kirsten. Oh,
Is
it might be.
Is it Eberron or Magic the Gathering content?
It might be. Hold on, let me pull it up here. There it is. Yeah, it is. So I'll just put this in here. Sorry, I thought that one was.
I've got like Magic the Gathering, Eberron, Rick and Morty, and non-core D&D stuff turned off. So I need to turn one of those on.
Oh, you can have them on for this. I use stuff from everywhere.
Okay. Might help.
There we go. I'll just make a handout for it. There you go. Bam.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right.
There it is. Yeah, it was one of those.
Perfect. All right. So, as you guys, sorry, we've got everybody else's. Or sorry, after that is identified, are you joining the loot party?
I want to like rouse everybody to be involved in the loot party because I'm not convinced that everything's safe,
That's fair.
and I tell everybody as much.
Look, I'm gonna tag along, but I'm not gonna dig through drawers.
Okay.
Looty loot. Help and guidance.
Like there is a library in this estate.
It's a good place to start.
Yes, there is a library.
Library.
In the interest of time, I would like to see if I could find a record of teleportation circles, sigils, so that we can plane shift to the Eyrie.
Yeah.
instead of having to go through my hometown.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Would
I'll
be
lead,
kick-ass.
I'll lead us there.
Perfect. All right, so you guys head back through the hall. The library is actually relatively close. You go through. You have to go through the Great Hall, but then right outside of it, you do see a. It's a library to the side, and it's a large library, but it's weird. It's a lot of the bookcases and stuff are empty. Like there's a large library, but it's sparse. Like there's not a whole ton of books here, but there are a few.
Nice.
Give me an investigation check, if you would, Zanik, since you're the one looking.
Right, there it is. No, that's
I was
not
gonna help, so
Okay, yeah, you can assist since a lot of the titles are in.
sorry, I
Abyssal.
already rolled.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. All right. So, yeah, looking through it, you do remember, like, you did spend some time in this library as a kid, and so you remember kind of where stuff with the planes would be. That shelf is empty. You see, there's a broken golden tuning fork on that specific shelf.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up the tuning fork and take a look at it.
Perfect. It appears to be the tuning fork that Menelephus used to get to the material plane, and it has been broken clearly on purpose and left there as a message.
Can I have that?
Yeah, I hand it to him.
I have a needle of mending.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. How many charges does is that a charge-based item? I forget.
It was 3 per day.
2 per day. Perfect. Yeah. You mend it back together. The tuning fork is now one piece.
I did it.
Alright, that seems good, right?
Is it still magical?
It is.
Alright,
It is
I'll
no
let-
longer attuned to any plane.
Ah.
Zarek would
So
know
it's-
that you can't. That once it's broken, repairing it doesn't restore magical properties. It just restores the tuning fork itself. Although now, if you know how to, you can attune it to something.
Not
No, I
a
do
total
want-
waste. Just a major waste.
Yeah. Yeah. Little baby waste. I just want to say, that means he was scared. If he broke that on purpose before he got here, he knew there was a chance he was going to lose.
He plans for every eventuality, so. it
Well,
wouldn't-
not anymore. He's not.
Yeah.
Ah, he's fucking dead.
I was just pissed that I wasn't able to force feed him dead man's revenge.
Ah,
That
that
would
would have
be
been
good
so sweet.
You smashed his skull in with your feet.
That's like
And
too
then a
good for him, though.
I wanted to make it slower, but I also didn't want to fuck around with everybody in such bad shape.
No, probably a good call.
I
Everybody-
appreciate that being unconscious at the time.
You, Mesos, 2 others. Yeah.
I was busy vacuuming a dragon so that we didn't have to deal with dragon anymore.
Yeah, that. Alright,
Oh,
so is
Speaking
there
of dragon, the
Hi.
Flynn Order knows Ulhar.
Yeah, they should.
Oh, is that just a revelation to me?
No, their boss is the
I didn't
gold.
know.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh my
Alright.
god.
oh.
that's
Also, the
zany.
gold's alive.
Is he
So
in your
he's-
brain now, or?
No, I talked to him once. I think it was just because I was dead and he was bringing me back. And I got a way to call him if I need to, but I'm not gonna do that right now. That seems dumb.
That's fair.
Fair.
Okay, anything else of interest in the shelves?
Going through, there's a lot of. It's funny, the things that have been left behind all are different aspects of the history of Menelephus. He's emptied out the library and then just put back books that pertain to him. You guys do watch as Mesnos kind of wanders over to one book. He holds it up, and then it just bursts into flame in his hands, and then he crushes the crushes it to ash and then kind of drops it down.
You were ahead of me, and can I flare snap my fingers and just light the books on fire?
Yes, yeah. Between you and Mesnos reduce this, in as you do, they all light. He's the one that he kind of is crushed down. He's like, the worst book I've ever written.
He made you write that one.
Of course he did.
Do I even ask?
Oh, it's just. Don't worry about it.
Alright. Well, they're Ash now, so fuck him.
So
Let's go to the
library.
next room.
Library is ashes. All right, and then so heading into the next room. Let's see the state. That would be the. So you guys would go through the dining hall. The dining hall is relatively. It's interesting because it's mostly black obsidian, kind of with that's slightly reflective. So you can see like yourself, and there are obsidian also. Chandeliers that come down from the top with this kind of glowing red energy about them. On the table, there's, if you guys want, you can pocket some candlesticks and silverware to sell later.
I would like to pocket some pieces of that obsidian chandelier.
Okay, yeah, you can fly up. As you fly up to it, you see that the chandelier is magically held together. So all of them are just kind of floating around it. So you can just pull pieces of obsidian out and put them in your bag, leaving just this kind of, you'd recognize it. It looks kind of like a drift globe, but this one has been painted or magically made to be red, and it seems to be able to. It feels strange, like it has like kind of like it's basically a combination drift orb and staff of holding kind of thing. So it'll hold. You can put anything near it, and it'll stay and float.
How big is that piece?
It's about yay big.
I have no camera, so.
Oh, sorry.
If it's big enough, if it's small enough to fit in the bag of holding, I'm gonna take that piece. I'm gonna get. I don't know. Let's do 10.
It's about the
shards
size of
obsidian.
Okay, perfect. Mark them down.
And then
and then mark red chandelier core. We'll just call it for now. And then yeah, because that's about the size of Ooze's head. That red piece.
Just pop them down to me so that I can have some obsidian pieces for my spells.
I will toss them down.
Perfect. Yeah, the obsidian
then,
melds directly into your staff.
Cool.
And then I'll put the staff in the.
It's just
What was it called one more time? I'm sorry.
Just put a chandelier core.
Chandelier core. That's okay. Sorry, my headset's getting all fucky.
No, you're good, man. Perfect. And then you guys, and then moving on to there, there'd be. So there's a kind of like a grand entrance hall that overlooks out over to the city, and you see looking out that the estate has kind of been pulled up and is on this kind of hill, and it goes down into the maze that you flew over earlier. You see there's the maze and then the gates beyond that. You see at the gates there are still, looking out, hundreds of people standing by the gates, no longer fighting, but there is a considerable amount of people on the outside waiting to get in. Let's see. Oh, wait, there was... In this room, there would be... Let me pull it up here.
I'm basically going to be taking us through every bit of the house.
Oh, yeah, of course. Where the heck is it? Sorry, 1 second.
I don't know, where is it?
I don't know. Where is it?
I bet I could find it.
I don't know. Where is it?
Oh, here you would find there is, in place of a lock, you see that there's an immovable rod that keeps the door shut. If you want to.
Immovable rod.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you guys can decide who gets that later. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, a movable rod basically is exactly what it sounds like. You can lock it in place anywhere. It becomes magically fixed to that place, and it takes a DC 30 strength check to move it 10 feet. And it can hold up to 8,000 pounds of weight. Any more will cause it to deactivate and fall. So that's what they were using to barricade the doors.
I'm also typing all this down, not like in my inventory, but in my like notes
Sure.
under treasure. So
Perfect.
Is that sticking with you or going into the bag of holding? It's because I've got it open already. File.
yeah, I'm assuming we're putting everything in the bag of holding. I'm just writing down like what is all going in there. So
Perfect. Okay. Yep. So go ahead and mark down that in the bag of holding, and then continue on. The next room, it's weird because it goes. So on the right it would go, or sorry, on the left when you're headed in. On the left you go into the dining room, and if you head to the right, it's kind of like this foyer, and there are some instruments that are just magically floating and playing, kind of like similar to when you saw the menagerie. So there's it's just like this kind of waiting room. There are fancy like places to sit, couches and chaise lounges and whatnot. And then
There a harp?
There is a harp playing magically.
Hey, taking it.
Okay. Let's see. That's a self-playing instrument. Let me forget what they're called. Their exact magical name.
let me know when we get to his bedroom.
Perfect. Yeah, just put magic playing harp. And then, so going through that, there's a hall, and then there's two spiral staircases that come up from the hall. Going up the one on the left as you hit there is the treasury. So upstairs, it is currently behind a locked door.
Who's that? You're up.
I'm just trying. All right.
Or
I can't focus
Mesnos
on-
if you just have a key.
I don't have the key. This one was not something I was ever allowed to see open.
As you are now the master of the house,
Oh.
maybe you can summon the key.
I forgot that. He walks up to the door and he just says, I command you to open. And the door's open.
I'm just actively pulling my tools out. All right, let's. I hate this place. I fucking hate this place. And I'm gonna walk in.
Perfect. All right. So inside there are.
I'm gonna check for traps.
Okay, go and make it do an investigation check.
That would be a pretty good trap, though. Make the door open for whoever asks, and then the minute they get in, it like burns them.
20.
Ooh, not great.
You didn't say the magic word.
No, I didn't.
Walking in, there are no traps. This is definitely more of like a. It's almost like a trophy room. You see, there are several different skulls and pieces of things that have been preserved, as well as a few. There are weapons and armor on the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. Is there anything in particular you guys would be looking for as far as weapons? Like as far as type of weapon? Because there are, there's going to be like, I think there's like a great hammer. There's going to be. So you guys already got.
Is there
the
anything
sword.
in here made out of? Is there anything in here made out of dream steel? Because he would want to fuck over some of that way.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there is actually. You would recognize a kind of the appendage that makes out like a dream steel whip, as one of them is mounted on the wall.
Does it appear to be alive?
It is moving. Or no, wait. At this point, it would not be moving. No, it does not appear to be alive.
Anybody have detect magic?
Hang on.
Yeah, I do. Literally.
I have to spell magic.
I can do it once a day. Just let me do it.
Nice.
Perfect. And is that associated with your dragon stuff?
It might be. I think technically it's from the green.
Yeah, you wouldn't. You don't have access.
I tried
to the
and it
green yet.
fails. I'm like, nope, I lied.
I'm gonna look at our
I apologize, but I'm tired.
Detect magic.
spellcasters.
Ritual.
Perfect. So Zarek starts the ritual of detect magic, and then 10 minutes later, it takes place.
So any magical weapons.
You do see there is a magical war hammer that seems to be pretty high up. There is a ton of flame tongue weapons that you can light on fire for extra damage. There
Daggers?
is
Flame tongue daggers?
Yep, yeah, there are 2 flame tongue. There would be, let's see. So there are 4 flame tongue daggers. There are 2 flame tongue longswords, and then 1 of each great weapon that is also flame tongue. And
Holy
then
shit! Bag of holding.
Yeah, all of that. Like, all right,
Perfect.
so 4
The
flame
bag of
tongue.
holding does have a size, like, amount limit to how much shit we can shove in there.
it's true.
That's fair. Let's get out these ogre parts. No, troll parts.
Just this sloppy goop comes out into your hands. It is really decayed at this point. It's basically
Oh.
decay soup.
Yep, I'm just pouring it out. Yep, come on, get on that.
Okay. So while you empty some stuff, 4 flame tongue daggers. How many?
2 2 longswords, and then 2. Then it would be a maul, a great axe, and a great sword. All flame tongue.
Oh,
And like a big ass chest or another interdimensional bag, maybe.
You know.
Sword. 2 great swords.
yep, I
Um,
wrote it up now. Are we shoving them all in there?
No, let's look for either a big ass chest or another bag.
So there are some magical. So there is a chest. That you can. It actually wouldn't be locked. No, it would be locked. There is a locked chest. In there.
Oh yeah, we put it in a chest and we put it in your fortress. Yeah.
Technically, I haven't pulled down the fortress.
Yeah. All right. So I'm writing all this shit down.
But that chest is locked.
How do we unlock the chest? Uza?
Have
Oh, I'm
Mesnos
sorry.
ask
Do you need
again?
me? Oh, guess not. That's fine. I'll be
No.
over here writing my notes.
Open, and the chest does not open.
Yep. Definitely you, Uza.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Definitely need you.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
There's a goddamn it. Would you just check it for traps and unlock it? I'm too tired for this garbage.
God, he's so cranky when he's sleepy. I'm gonna cast guidance and check it for traps.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll your investigation. Doesn't
And
seem locked
guidance.
or trapped. So 24 doesn't seem trapped. Is locked
Okay. And I am gonna do a thief's tools check, and I'm guidance myself for that too.
though. Okay. 27. Yeah, easy enough. You get in there and you start. It's not a complicated lock. It's just really solidly built, but you manage to click it open. And then as you open the chest, it is filled with. There are recognize a bunch of soul gems. There is a bunch of gold, and then there's one large kind of interesting looking. It's like this crystal, but it has like eyes and stuff kind of looking out of from it, and it's clearly magical.
Do the eyes follow me?
No, they kind of look around. They're just looking everywhere, and you see occasionally like a tentacle also slither by.
Zadak, do you know what that is?
I can find out. And then so he goes through the identification process, and then he's like, "This is what's known as a Far Realm shard. It's something from the Far Realm. You can attach it to a weapon or a piece of jewelry, or detach it. Once you're attuned to it, it'll go wherever you put it and stay there. You can use it as a spell-casting focus." When he looks over to Vicer, for people who can use metamagic like you do, anytime you are holding or wearing this shard, you can cause a tentacle to rip through the fabric of reality and strike a creature within 30 feet of you. You have to make a charisma saving throw on your DC, or take 3d6 psychic damage and become frightened of you till the start of your next turn. So when you
Mesnos speaks meta as shit.
Yeah,
he does. When you use like quicken spell or anything like that, that's when you can trigger the metamagic option to
Ooh,
tentacle people.
Vice there.
Tentacle people. That's
Yeah.
pretty.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
That is absolutely bizarre.
I'll go and
But I could stick
show-
it onto the sword, it sounds like, so that's cool.
Mhm. So there's the Far Realm Shard,
Oh Jesus.
Excuse me, sorry.
and kind of what it looks like if you guys want to see in the. Notes.
Lovecraftian shit right there.
Yeah, it is.
Do we want to keep 7 short swords?
Are they
No.
regular?
Pling,
No.
pling, 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 pling. It's just like that room in Skyrim when you get too much inventory, so you just dump all the cheeses and all the fucking shitty iron daggers.
Just so.
About that room.
Fucking hell. All right.
So how much? I'm taking all the soul gems because I was holding on to all the soul gems before, so that we can exchange them back.
So the soul gems, there's about 100 soul gems in there, and 2,000 gold.
So,
I think Visera wanted some soul gems.
oh,
Hey.
Vice Chair, did you want them?
So I can buy the ghost smoke stuff or whatever.
Oh,
Do you remember how much that? Do you
it's-
remember how much it cost?
I do have
Messos.
servants who can go buy things for us, I guess, now.
Ask one of them to see how much potion to learn to use a shield it would be.
It'll probably be a memory shard. You'll have to experience the memories. Is that okay?
What's that gonna do to me? Like, will that just make me like a different person on the other side of it, though?
It shouldn't, but I don't know. I've never used them.
Well, alright, well, that's not.
If it does, I'll just slap you really hard. Then usually I'll do it.
No,
Well,
I
we
mean,
did talk with him pretty extensively. You relive the memories, and then you gain the experience.
that I mean, like, how much of this person's memory am I going to experience? Is it just like a little tiny bit, or is it like?
He said
The,
it was best.
the tailored experiences would just be of learning to do that thing. So basically, everything that person do to, you said shield. Every time they for all of their shield training, you just experience the training aspect of it. You wouldn't experience their entire lives. Those are much more expensive.
Oh, alright, then cool. Yeah, let's do that then.
All right.
Okay. Well, I
Is-
have 220 soul gem, 0.9 soul
Oh, that's right,
gems.
because they need
Oh.
shards. All right.
How much are they?
Let's see. I would guess probably around 20 soul gems. Does anybody else want me to check on any other things while I send them? Okay.
Hold on.
No, we're thinking.
Hold on. Is there anything here that makes brains work good?
In this room?
No. I'm just asking Mesnos. A general vague in this goddamn plane of existence.
Oh, like he drinks one of those things and he ends up smarter?
Or yeah, just my brain works better.
I would have to.
Like I feel better right now, but my head still feels worse than before I fell over.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Let me see.
Doesn't technically have to be like some weird nonsensical triple realm bullshit. It could literally just be like, yeah, there's a thing at a medical shop down the street.
I mean, there's potions of health and restoration, but there's nothing unique here that I can think of that would help in your particular.
Okay, then that's a no, and that's fine. I'm good with that. Thank you.
Okay.
Is there? And I kind of hold my hands up about the size of the buckler from Selazad. I need something about yay big. Preferably out of a lightweight metal that I won't fuck with my bow hand.
Oh, is your bow two-handed?
Yes.
Then which one's the bow hand?
It'd be more of armor than anything. Unfortunately, I do not know of anything like that, but I can have them check.
I'd probably need like a demon inside of my body coming out of my pores forming a shield, right?
Or
No, we
an animated
what's his name?
shield.
Yes, look for one of those.
Okay. And then you do see that there are a
Okay.
few. Go ahead, sorry.
So I grab the soul gems, and then like anything that anybody wants, like we'll just go through those first, and then exchange them back into gold, and then split them again. But 2,000 gold, you said?
Mm-hmm.
How's everybody sitting with their gold situation? Anybody like have none?
Literally holding my pouch upside down and 5 copper come out.
Clink, 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 clink.
I gave a bunch for Cento, but should be okay.
Okay.
I have 85 platinum pieces, 4 gold pieces, 70 silver, and 8
We we let Vicer have all of his money because he spent it on utility things all the time. We're like, you keep it, that's fine.
I spent all my money on Cento and bringing Bloodscale back.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
infrastructure.
Anytime. Well, I mean, not now. Don't do it again because I don't have any money now.
Zedek, Ulu?
I have 120 gold pieces.
100?
And 20.
So we'll give you $1,000?
Don't give me gold.
I
just heard the Daria theme.
So give $1,000 to Zedek and $1,000 to Uza? Kind of keep it balanced out for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay.
You guys sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's keep looting this house! This is going so slowly, it's killing me! Let's go to the next room! I want to find
No.
more cool things!
All right, so
Once we empty this chest full of stuff, if it's big enough, we'll start taking weapons down and putting them in the chest.
perfect.
And making trips and
And I'm gonna knock this fucking metal whip off.
Perfect.
I'm just gonna like cradle it with the axe, and then I'm gonna put it in the box.
As you cradle it with the axe, it absorbs into the axe.
Oh, that's kind of what I wanted, anyways. I mean,
What happened?
What just got absorbed into the axe?
the dream
The-
steel.
The Salazar
Oh shit.
whip.
I
Yeah,
forgot that's also made of that.
yeah.
Uza, don't touch this; it'll go in your body again.
I mean, I kind of missed my buckler.
Good thing.
So
No, not-
other things in the room. There is a magical coat. It's called the Hunter's Coat. It's a leather armor. Gain one. It's +1 to your AC, but has 3 charges. When you hit a creature with an attack, as long as they're injured, they don't have all their hit points. You can do an extra 1d10 necrotic, and it regains 3 charges per day. And then, so there's that. It's called the Hunter's Coat.
Hunter's coat. We'll put that in whatchamacallit.
In the bag.
Yeah, in the bag for now. I want to look at it later and see if it helps mine, but I don't know if it will or not.
And then there is this, it's called the Heward's Hireling Armor. Basically, it's a +1 to your AC, but in addition, it has animated straps that can assist in the drawing and sheathings of weapons. So you can draw or stow 2 one-handed weapons when you're normally able to do 1. Basically, it helps you draw your swords and things like that. It also has 6 pockets, each of which is an extra dimensional space. Can hold up to 20 pounds of material, not exceeding 2 cubic feet, and it weighs 10 pounds regardless of the pocket's content. Same kind of like as
Arlen's coat.
basically.
Heward's hireling armor. Okay, got it. In the bag of holding.
Perfect. And then one other thing. Sorry, putting all of my notes and.
Or in the chest. Like I figured all of the daggers, longsword, small axe, greatsword would go in the chest.
I already grabbed a short sword.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. And then so.
Yeah, you can grab the short sword. Okay.
Actively putting it on.
I can't
And
hear
then
you.
Hunter's coat. He said he's actively putting it on.
No, my husband. I can't hear him because he muted himself.
Oh.
I'm also gonna take the 7 short swords that we threw on the ground, and I'm just gonna put them back in the chest, cause might as well.
Perfect. Okay. So as long as you're keeping track of everything that's there, and then there was.
You writing that down, honey?
I'm pretty sure Mike is.
I'm doing the bag of holding.
Yeah, I'm doing the bag of
Wow.
holding.
Cool, cause I don't know what all the weapons on the wall were.
I wrote them down. I will
'Cause I had
add
to
a new
pee.
list.
Oh, the right. So the the hammer was a Dwarven Thrower.
Oh, that might want that.
And
I'll
then
put that in the bag for safekeeping.
perfect. And then there was.
What's it called?
It is called a Dwarven Thrower.
Putting the hireling armor in the bag of holding, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna take the 2 great axes, an old cask of ale, and I'm gonna put that in the chest.
Perfect.
I'll keep track of both.
Thank you, Mike.
You love it. And then there is one ring in there that is a lot fancier than probably anything else in the room. It is the Ring of Spell Turning. So I'm going to put this here.
I don't think that one's going in the bag.
So this is a legendary item, of course, as you probably guessed. So while wearing this ring, you have advantage on saving throws of any spell that targets you, not an area effect. In addition, if you roll a 20 for your save, the spell and the spell is 7th level or lower, it has no effect on you and instead targets the caster using the slot level, spell DC, and attack bonus of the spell casting ability of the caster.
Gotta be attuned.
Gotta be attuned.
That's pretty sick.
If no one else wants it, I'll take it. I think
I think
it's better.
everyone wants that one.
If no one
I
else
think it would
wants.
be better.
She's
I
like,
think
listen,
it would be better with you. Well, it's you guys have cool stuff attuned.
Yeah.
I have an attunement that I can open up, no problem. But
I mean,
What
I'd
about
open up an
Zarek?
attunement for that
I
one
think
too.
Zarek or Vicer, like you guys, would be the better options for that one.
Oh, yeah, it's funny. I try and avoid being attacked and stuff anyway. So if somebody who gets targeted more often wanted it, I would understand. I was just messing around with how cool the item is.
Probably Zarek.
Or Bloodscale. He gets punched a lot. Sorry,
Zarek,
I'm not trying to
With the
redistribute
ring?
your
No,
loot,
I'm
Zarek.
okay.
Oh, all right.
one thing
Uh-huh.
I was just going to say, no, I'm not trying to say one way or the other. I would say that, Zarek does not have a way to have damage the way that Bloodscale does.
Yeah.
That is a great point.
Yeah.
So I got this cool new nifty mask I gotta find a spot for.
True that. Cool. Let's give it to Zarek then.
One
All
weird
right.
rock. Does anybody know what this weird rock is? Pull the weird rock out of the bag of holding.
Give me 1 second.
Or,
It's literally labeled weird rock in bag of holding. I don't know what it is.
That was from the Feywild.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it back.
No, wait, what is it?
I don't remember
I
what
pull it back
is.
out. It's just labeled as weird rock. Oh my god! I pull out 27 javelins.
Yeah, we don't need those javelins. They have come
Yeah,
in handy in the past, but
I'll
Guys.
I'll keep 10.
No,
In
put
the
them in the
bag.
chest, and then we could fill the armory in the fortress.
Okay.
That's okay.
And then in case we have to, like, deal with a siege or something, we have an armory full of weapons.
That's true.
You know, like for when we're in Kern dealing with bullshit, and we're gonna need a bunch of weapons for everybody.
Okay, so spell
We
turning.
already armed the
Eric?
populace one.
Also, I'm pretty sure if you throw that rock at something, it either explodes or they go flying.
No, that's this, and I pull out the bead of the exploding bead.
No, you're thinking of this. I reach in, I pull out a bead of force.
Who has identify? I want to know what the strange rock is. This is killing me.
Do you guys remember
Is it?
where you got the strange rock?
Just
No,
says
it was-
weird rock.
No, we were given it in the Feywild, and we were just said, if you need it, throw it, and something will happen. So I just put down
Oh.
weird rock.
Should I throw it?
Not now.
We're not
Okay.
in a Feywild.
Can anyone that has identify it?
Mesnos can if we can wait 10 minutes.
All right, give it to
Okay.
Mesnos. Let him give him
As the
something to think about.
DM's like looking back, like, what did I give them?
It's like weird rock.
I'm trying to remember.
Or for all we know, it was your fucking great whatever.
Wait, did we start?
And he just handed me a rock, giving me like, here, this is a thing that you could use, and it's just a fucking rock.
Oh god, this will really derail everything. I just hold out 6 pounds of bard spice.
You put my stash back, sir.
Okay, and I put it back.
Yeah,
Oh,
got
I
my
remember.
stash.
My hands smell weird now.
So identifying the rock, it was a dispelling stone. So it'll dispel anything of 5th level or lower, like persistent
Nice.
effect. Yeah,
That would have been super handy like 18 times.
Oh man, throw it into that anti-magic spear or whatever. Spear?
So
I think that's a higher level than 5th.
spheres.
Maybe.
Also, dispel magic doesn't work on a wall of force.
Wow, that's very true.
Damn it.
Hunter's coat and hero's higher.
No, it's
armor.
any active spell of 5th level or lower. It's not a dispel. It destroys the
Oh, cool.
spell. So
Very neat.
Zarek, did you want the armor or the hunter's coat?
What's the hunter's coat again?
the hunter's coat was the you can, when you hit something with a creature that doesn't have all its health, you can do an extra 1d10 necrotic damage.
It's in the list of items.
It's also
already.
it's also a +1 to your AC.
Not bad.
Delete the angel wings.
Yeah.
Or is adequate for my purposes.
Hmm?
He said the armor is adequate for his purposes.
The armor that Zara currently has.
Okay, so I will
Means
leave
no.
that.
We
in-
can we continue looting and go over the loot later?
Yeah, I like it. Let's do that.
I'm just saying just general weaponry. Throw in the fucking box and we'll just drag that with us back to the fortress.
Exactly what I'm doing.
Okay,
There is literally an armory in this fucking chest now.
moving on.
Okay.
Or
and
on
then-
Bloodscale's big beefy arms, because even though he's tired, he can still lift.
Let me see. I think that was everything. Let me double check if there was one other thing that.
Menelaphus's bedroom, like front foyer. Anything?
Some really nice sheets. No. Hold on.
Menelaphus's really nice sheets.
Here we go. That's one thing he would actually have. He has. It's this really fancy looking, clearly magical watch. Let me put it here. And once identified, you'd see it is a timepiece of travel. While attuned to it, you get +1 to your dexterity saving throws, and you always know which way is north. Additionally, you can cast Long Strider spell on yourself at will, so anytime, is whenever you want. And you can name any location within 10 miles of your current location that is known to at least one creature also within 10 miles of that location, including you. Once you name the location, a disembodied voice heard only by you provides the directions to the location of the safest, most direct route. The voice knows to avoid natural hazards so that it does not send you through, trackless wilderness or into a lake, but it has no knowledge or ability to help you avoid monsters, enemies, traps, locked doors, and the like. A timepiece is of no use for reaching locations that are wholly secret or not known to any creatures within range. Once you use it, it cannot be used until the next dawn. Kind of. You can also, as an action, cast the teleport spell. Once you do this, it's once per day. It also can be a little unpredictable.
Okay.
Oh.
Turn left. Now I'm
What's
in a
that?
lake. Thank you, Apple Maps.
What's that called again?
That is the timepiece of travel. And yeah, sorry, go.
And that was in his room.
That was in his room.
I
Is
took
there
those sheets,
anything
by the
else
way.
in there?
Right, demon silk sheets in your inventory. Sorry, what was your question?
Anything else in there?
Not really. Let me double check. No, because you got his staff and the sword. No, that's everything. We've got the.
How
Okay.
creepily
So,
close.
I'm gonna kind of get everybody out of the room, and then I am going to. Which one will do the most damage? I'm gonna cast Wall of Fire and just burn his fucking room.
Okay.
To char.
You want me to do that from the ring instead? Because I have a ring that does that.
It's okay.
Okay.
She
So
wants
you,
to do it.
you don't
She
need
didn't
no
say
water.
anything. She just boom.
Didn't say anything.
Then-
Hey guys, look at these! Oh my god!
Jessica's like Zephyr's mom. She's gonna do it, okay? You just gotta let her.
Hey, don't burn down the rest of the house, or would you? It's
Nope, just that bit.
Yep, you don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn. As
I'm out. Can you tell me
It's a
next
very
time?
specific corner that was hers for a long time. So,
perfect.
Checking under the bed.
well, if something starts squealing, we'll know.
I
Alright.
was checking under the bed. I was in there.
Yeah,
gonna
if
go
you're gonna
shove
do
the
that
sheets
again,
in
if you
bed.
could just warn us, that'd be great.
That's why I ushered you guys out.
Yeah, she did.
Not
She
nothing
did.
Kirsten.
She
I
did
ushered
say
you
that
guys
she
out.
ushered everybody
She
out.
how
Like, if she
creepily
was
close.
a popular recording artist, you know which one she'd be.
How creepily close was Maleficent's room to
Otto?
Zephyr's old room?
Oh, Zephyr lived in a corner of the room.
No,
I
no.
believe.
No, her old room.
Oh, her old room. Actually, he expanded out the main chambers to incorporate her room, so it's part of the same giant room.
Okie dokie. And
Alright.
we're all done with that then. So back to the main room with
Everything-
the.
As you guys are headed back, you see like just something detach itself from the wall, as if becoming from 2D to 3D, and you see Ustranik himself. I heard there was some talk to be had. A messenger came. Please tell me exactly why we are discussing what deal that was already struck.
Can we do this in the main room?
We are in
Wherever
the main
you
room.
like.
He said while we were going to the main room.
Yeah, on your way there, it was like in the entrance, like where you were walking through, and it just like it was basically you were looking at this hallway, and it just kind of detached itself. So you will be signing it over to me, I assume.
I look over to Mesnos and I look back over to him. That's the deal, and I stick by it.
Very good then. I do not have to do more than these.
Can I get my house out of here first? Because that was not part of this deal at all.
Yeah, hold on, let me get my house first.
I don't
Yeah, no.
I go wrap up the tent.
Oh, I think I left something upstairs, and I'm gonna go fly up to the 3rd floor.
Okay.
So I let him know we're still figuring out contracts and all of that, and you agreed to let me work through those before you took everything.
I will stick to my side of the bargain, of course. The only thing I need to know right now is that they can come in.
It cut out right as you said the
Oh.
only thing we need to know.
Yeah, the only thing I care about right now is that they can come in.
Of the
He
family?
whistles, and you see their guards that kind of look back, and Mesnos shrugs, and they open the gates, and you see hundreds of demons and tiefling, and there are some elves in there as well. All of these kind of desperate things that have been attacking the gates and everything, they all flood in and all start to just search around. They some run into the maze. Others they're just scattering all over the place. Kind of, you can tell they're starting to loot and pillage. Well, you better be quick.
Loot and pillage. Okay, so I go with Mesnos to the paperwork and we sort through the contracts.
That is good. That is very good. So
Make
going
sure
through the
you find-
contracts.
Make sure you find Mesnos as being part of the house and get rid of that one.
Oh yeah,
Perfect.
we
So,
already got rid of that one.
which contracts specifically are you destroying? Which are you keeping? Have you know? I'll need to know exactly what
So-
you're looking for.
The creatures we dealt with on the way that we agreed to take
Okay.
care of, the werewolf, some of the spirits,
So the
Even the
werewolf,
sheep.
spirits, the sheep.
and the sheep.
Are you leaving the ooze where it's at?
Oh Oh god, did we figure out if the ooze was sentient or not?
You guys just
It's
kind of
sentient
left it
enough
be.
to have a conversation with us.
Yeah, I'll rip up its contract.
All right, so you're releasing the ooze as well. And that's it. What about the woad who are all surrounding the thing that they have been enchanted to worship?
Release them? But I don't think they're going anywhere.
They might require extra attention if you want to, because they're all worshiping this kind of gigantic flower in the middle of their little room.
I walk up to Oosternick. I'm like, okay, so there are
Yes.
woad in a specific room.
Mm.
They're not hurting anybody. They're not going to leave. That's just they're worshiping something in there, and
Mm.
probably be best if we just left them alone.
Right then. Is there any
gotta work on
point?
that.
Is there any point? I have to what? Daughter?
Said, you still work with me, Dad.
Yeah.
I dropped the dad. I dropped the dad very purposely.
Please, father.
Please, father!
Father, please
Save
no.
me.
I cannot believe that it has come to this.
Do they require resources?
Didn't we say they didn't? Like
They
were
might need
fully
watering.
They're like plants. You just water them every once in a while and
watering.
leave them be.
I will agree for now.
Actual water.
Very well. I will leave your woad alone. You can tear up their contract and they will be free to leave whenever I want them to leave.
We tear up their contract.
So, is there any contracts you're
We?
not
What is
tearing
this
up?
we? This is all you, man. I have no idea what's going on.
Can we skim real quick for people we might know? Like for names
Yeah.
we recognize?
Looking through it.
Once this is done, will this stop us from looting the house at all?
We just looted all the house, basically.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that was. I mean, did you?
No, not that was bad. I don't mean to imply.
Oh, that's okay.
Just making sure.
Let me pull it up here real quick.
It's really handy when they keep it all in one location.
Yeah, Steph.
Like the hedge maze, there was nothing really of interest in there.
That we're aware of.
Not that you're aware of. Like it's.
I don't want to spend time on that. Sorry.
That's okay.
That's fine.
Sorry.
You
One.
planned anything for it. I don't want to do it.
Sorry, I gotta pull up. Where the heck is this thing? There we go. I couldn't remember the name of the thing that I was looking for. And then it would be so under the contracts. Most of them are just unknown names. They're clearly a lot of them are just basic demon names. You know, some are part of the people that attacked and that you killed on your way in. There are a few like kind of the Shadowsworn, but nothing. The one that you would recognize, as I put this stupid name in the wrong place. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Come on.
Yeah, there aren't any more of whatchamacallits alive, yeah.
Whatchamacallits?
The old party. Ronat's old party.
Sorry, I just thought of the friggin' Futurama episode with the old crew. It's like the old party.
So-
Oh no.
So it was the. Sorry. Let's see. So you guys, I'm trying to remember. So you guys, Kevtorin's head blew up. Uvari was in the slime. I think there was the cleric left.
We would have found him searching the house.
I'm trying to remember I feel like you guys met the cleric though.
Who was the one that like vanished into dust of Helm? They
No,
got
that
injured.
was
That was Hood. That was
Hood,
Creoran.
yeah.
Then there was the Paladin Leonin.
Mm-hmm.
His
The
head exploded.
the Rogue
Ooze.
Ooze.
He got oozed.
Yeah, we didn't run
Oh
across
yeah,
any.
that's because the. Yeah, you do find the contract with the cleric's name on Polymnia, is one of the names you would recognize in there. And
So-
then
I'm gonna summon them. There's 2 here.
so you send out the word for Polymnia to come, and so eventually, after a little while, you're coming across. Are you in the main hall, or did you go back into Menelef's? You're in Menelef's office. Never mind, you'd have to be. So eventually, in across the river, you see coming in this Furbolg cleric. He's kind of bent. He's got scrapes all over him, but you see there's like layers of scars and scrapes all around and over him. And then he kind of, as he makes his way up, you see on his contract it says that he was contracted and is a gardener.
I don't even want to. Oh, well, I'm gonna find out. So I kind of usher him forward and
How are you?
I came back.
Did you tell me you didn't come to become another one of these lords of hell? They saw so much more for you than just that.
You and Ronat were one of the few. No, we're here to free you.
That is wonderful news. I'm tired of taking care of that hell maze in the front. It is unruly, and I'm not sure that all life should be maintained. I'm not sure I'm the proper shepherd of that thing.
So I show him his contract, and I ignite it, and
As
you're
it
free.
as it goes up, you see like a kind of like a tear fall down his face, and he's just like,
I have no way to return home or return the favor you've given me.
Stick with us. We'll at least get you to a place where we can help.
That is all. I will repay you as much as I can. Is anyone injured?
Not anymore.
That is good.
If you have greater restoration, I'd take a hit.
Very well.
goes over, and then he it's funny, his spellcasting, in a way it almost reminds you a little bit of Zephyr's. You see he's got the kind of like his vest looks, it appears it's green clearly, but you see it's actually like this kind of almost moss covered leather, like it's grown over, and he grabs the piece of the moss, and as he pulls out, the moss just keeps coming out as if it's like this green thread, and with it he kind of wraps it around one finger, and then he starts to kind of trace these symbols on you as the kind of it starts to dye like color, these runes across your arm and around, and as he does it, it's super quick as he goes around casting the spell, and you see as he finishes it, it's almost like a gradient of the sunset kind of spins around all of the runes, and you are greater restoration.
Well, if that took right, I'm now at only a -1, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay!
Perfect.
One good rest and you're good. Or I could cast it one more time.
Told you end of day.
Okay.
You might need that before bed, depending on what dragon nonsense might happen.
Now there is,
Keep an eye on those guys.
and
So
then
we now have Polymnia with us.
Mhm.
And I look over to Ustranik and
there's one small discretion here, that I see you've given away half the estate. You promised the entirety of it.
Promised you my estate.
You did not specify my estate. You said the estate.
She said the Nebzed estate. I was standing right there.
He pulls out a contract and starts to read it over. No matter. I will have
Hey,
that in
if you
time.
want to fight, sell that. We got no problem with you doing that.
She did technically invite us to a party. If you would like to attend.
There's more to my time than that. Although, yes, I think I will.
I did see Grazit behind her before she shifted back into her original form, so
Graz
might
does no.
entertain.
Yeah, I would not count them as allies at this moment.
No, but if you stole her signet ring, he'd probably get a fucking kick out of it.
I do need to complete my collection. How long are you here?
So do you need this back?
What? No, you are one of the family, daughter. You will keep that on you.
Okay.
As part of your family is a blessing and a burden, so you must bear at least a small portion of the burden for all you have benefited.
Well, we're probably going to finish some shopping and try to find a way out of here.
And now that our deal is complete, you seem to wish to purchase your freedom from the family. How much would you give? To claim your last name back, or will you permanently be with us as an Ustrenik?
Wow. I am always a creature of two minds. And this is part of it.
Very well, then you will be summoned if you are needed. The family will often have needs that may require your specific set of skills.
I may not be available in the near future.
You misunderstand me. You will be summoned if you are needed.
And if she wanted her freedom, how much would it cost?
This one understands. How much do you...
No,
let's
no,
see.
I need an answer from you. I'm the one who asked the question here.
I don't know what you
I
have
am
to...
not your family, therefore I don't really have to play a whole bunch of your games. I'm asking you a very simple bartering question. If there needs to be a deal made, I need the answer to my very simple bartering question.
And to barter for information, you should be willing to give something up. You, after all, understand that it is bartering.
But without knowing anything, possibilities of giving up things, I would need to know possibilities of what would be needed.
Yes, you would. If this was a fair... You live in a fair world. This is not that
I'll give you
world.
10 gold. How's that?
Not acceptable.
Right, alright. So what percentage of acceptable do you think that was? You gotta help us. You gotta go a little bit here. I mean, Christ's sake, I don't want to be here all fucking day, do you?
Oh, I show him my 3 potions. I show him Fire Scritch, Mauling Madness, and Dead Man's Revenge. And I describe what each of them do. Like, the recipes are yours. And the damage it can do to your enemies. Impressive.
This and a favor.
Okay.
To
What
be
favor?
determined when I know what I will need.
Oh, Lord. This guy.
Done.
The favor cannot be us aiding in any way, shape, or form any sort of god of nightmares.
I have no interest in being ruled by a god anyway.
Well, then if it helps, we're already going to be working on taking down a god of fucking nightmares.
That's...
Yeah, so
You
if
want
you
some
don't,
glory from that?
I don't care.
Guess
You
you don't
don't
want
want-
glory. Okay.
if you don't, you're seriously gonna turn down the social capital of being a hero. Do you
Not even
understand
being
what
a
that could
hero,
do
it's
for you?
defeating a god.
I know, it's like, but like, from his purely, like, you know,
There's one
simple
god
view of the
here.
world, he's not even understanding the benefits that this could reap him outside of his tiny little corner of the world. There's a whole place.
That's
You are
not
trying
his-
to barter with something you're already doing. You're not and my family is already involved in this.
Look,
What
we're
about
not.
the ability to cripple your enemies financially? I
That's
yelled
a
from
good
the third story.
Speak. You're not.
I'll fly down. What if I gave you the ability
Oh.
to ensure that whatever gold belonged to your enemies was not only destroyed, but could to lead to their ultimate destruction?
What are you offering?
That's what I'm offering.
Yes. In what way? How would this be accomplished?
Oh, does it suck when people are vague?
Do you wish to make a deal, or do you wish to be silent?
I'm gonna reach into the bag of holding, and whilst in the bag of holding, I'm not gonna take the whole cylinder out. I'm gonna pop out one of the gold mimics.
Perfect. Easy enough.
There's
I'm gonna
no
take it
other
out.
gold in the bag of holding right now, anyways.
It's in a platinum cylinder.
It's in a special container, yeah.
Yeah. So I pull
yeah,
out the single
I know it's in a
gold.
special container, but I'm saying since there's no other gold in the bag of holding, we don't really have to worry about if one pops out. Actually,
Yeah. He's
So
a
I
thief
hold-
with quick hands.
I
that's
know, I'm
good.
just pointing it out.
Okay.
I hold out the piece of gold.
Mhm.
Looks like a piece of gold ring, right?
Mhm.
All right. I'm going to set it down on the ground.
Mhm.
I'm gonna pull out one of my gold pieces.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put it on top of it, and I'm going to oh shit, what do I have to cover it up? I guess my cloak. Cover it up for a solid minute or so, which is usually
Da-da-da-da.
as,
Not even
and
that.
then I
As you pull it back, you see one coin, and remains. Interesting. Coin eating coins. But you
Yes,
said
and if they-
demise.
I'm sorry.
You said a demise as well.
Oh yeah, if they eat enough, they'll eventually turn into a big old monster that'll kill whoever comes to make a withdrawal.
Very well.
But these do come with a condition.
Not a fan of those.
Nobody is. These do not come back on the material plane.
I do not care about the material plane. That is of no consequence. I agree.
Ah.
He snatches it up, and then as he does, he snatches it up and he slaps back to this 2D form that like scoots along the floor, and he's instantly just out running. Basically, he's gone super quickly as he after the deal is made.
So was that for the last name?
That was for my last name, so.
Okay, I have a feeling we need to get the fuck out of here because he has a billion fucking people outside and he did not guarantee our safety whatsoever, especially now that you're not part of the family.
Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
Can I get a perception check?
And the Sphinx is there.
Yeah, the Sphinxes are there as well. Yeah, they're
We're gonna tell them to beat feet and get the hell out of here.
they bow and just instantly start flying off.
Withdraw your paws.
Perfect. With a 27 to 21, you guys do hear there are clearly boats on the river that are headed your way. You get the idea he might have been stalling for time.
Okay, can everybody here fly?
No.
Ooh. I have potion of gaseous forms. Does that apply?
I think we need. I think this is a plane shift situation.
Oh, that works on one. And plane shifts can only take 8 other people with you, and if we now have a cleric, we're like 1 over.
The angel steps.
Fly twice.
The angel steps back and is like, "I do not need to leave your assistance to leave this place now."
Okay.
Well, that's convenient.
Yes.
You healed his wings just in time.
Good for us.
Hey, if you find yourself on the material plane, go to Kern. We could probably use an angel's help.
I will find the place.
It's in a big-ass mountain. Used to be
Excellent.
filled with racist dwarves, but now they're just dwarves.
Oh shit.
No,
Oh,
that's
it's a little
the
guy.
cleric.
He was big at first. I got scared.
I will see if Helm deems them worthy to be blessed. And then with that he goes into a deep bow. Then he turns around from you.
Mars,
uh,
if that helps.
He summons his spear of light, and he starts to fly towards the direction of all the voices.
Good luck.
I still have a shit ton of soul stones.
They never came back with our shopping list, did they?
No,
Oh,
sorry. The shopping list was fulfilled. I forgot that part. So you've got
did I get
the. Go ahead, sorry.
Did I get an animated shield?
No, sorry. No animated
Oh.
shield was available. But the shield memory for proficiency was fulfilled.
Yay.
Sorry, animated shields are a little harder to come by,
I
unfortunately.
was smart and I got transport via plants. And you remember our snake plant friends?
Yeah.
We have to go past his entire army to get back there.
Yeah, we have to find a plant in here to do that.
Wasn't there?
I drank my potion.
Perfect.
Oh! Can I plant my staff as the tree and then do that?
You'd
Then
have
you would
to leave
lose
the
the
staff. You'd have to leave the staff there.
Shit.
Or we can just have Zarek plane shift us the fuck out.
Yeah. That's
Because we now have the limited amount of people.
He also can come back now that we know the city.
Mm-hmm.
We still have a tuning fork for here too,
You know,
technically.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
I just don't want to waste all those soul gems. Shit.
Zarek, are you?
if everyone is ready. Can we plane shift to the abyss and just go back to the city? That's a different layer, isn't it?
It does a different plane of existence.
Yeah, you can't shift back into the same. Like it would just.
I don't know.
nothing.
I thought I was hoping it was maybe just an extra expensive teleport.
No.
No, but later if you want to come back, we have a boy that now also knows plane shift, and we have the tuning fork still.
Okay,
Well, I also know plane shift, so
All
So
right.
does
good.
Mesnos, is what I was saying.
All right. What are we doing? You guys hear there's clearly the sound of battle now. You hear
we're
screams as somebody's being dive bombed and pushed off of a boat and ground into nothing from the salt, as the angels
Oh,
holding off a bit of a horde.
Dark, buddy?
Okay, here we go.
Obviously, we took the tent in the tower down. Obviously.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah, no. All right, so nobody's
Maybe he doesn't wanna
resisting.
go.
I'm assuming nobody's resisting the shift.
totally resisting.
Okay, perfect. So as you guys kind of get ready, he starts to cast the spell. It takes around. Well, that's really louder than I thought. And as it's really funny because you all have to kind of like touch hands, everything like this. So you start the casting of plane shift. It's one action, so it's all of a sudden you just feel this energy kind of sweep you out from underneath your feet. You guys kind of feel it kind of circle around and solidify, and then a second later, you guys find yourself standing.
near ya.
No,
No, we're in limbo.
you guys find yourself in the astral sea, in limbo, at the monastery, Zarek's monastery. Let me pull it up here, and then you find yourself looking out into the. No, grab a plate. Okay, good, we've got it. And looking out into this doesn't make any sense at all. It's just this crazy. Things are flashing into and out of existence. You're looking out into lightning, fire bursting out and then disappearing as you're all see this kind of temple behind you.
As per usual, Bloodscale throws up.
I stepped in it every time. God damn.
It's just normal throw up this time. Just like normal ass, vomit ass.
No, I don't wear
No.
shoes.
And then looking out across it, you see Zarek as you enter this plane. you guys watch as Zarek collapses
Oh.
Oh no.
and starts to fade
Oh.
and disappears.
What?
What? What?
And that's where we're going to pick up
No.
next time.
Are you
No.
fucking kidding me?
Oh my god!
Who said you get to leave the game?
He's not leaving.
Yeah, I'm as surprised as you guys are, okay?
And that's perfectly fine. Sorry, we've had people leave before. I was making sure.
No, I get it.
Oh yeah, we were really paranoid. I was
Oh
like,
my God.
no. He's
That's
not.
why he didn't want the ring.
All
Oh
right.
man, can you imagine if you took the ring and you knew you were going?
Yeah. No.
Like, they claimed all the good loot.
Gotcha, suckers!
Oh man. Yeah.
that's
So
amazing.
you guys are now in limbo, looking out across the chasm. Your friend has collapsed and disappeared, leaving nothing behind. I took all of his inventory with him, everything, and that's where we'll pick up. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you next time.
Wait,
Hopefully
did we
we'll
start?
Yes, we have. And yeah, we'll catch you all next time.
Did we